But you know what, Jeremy? Despite what the government say, despite what the environmentalists say, it's not diesels and electric-powered cars that are going to excite the drivers of the future. I went to a couple of schools to see which cars the kids of today want to drive. And when I got in the classroom, they weren't drawing a Prius. So to find out if kids still love supercars like they've always done, I lined up some break-time treats. A Ferrari 360, a Pagani Zonda, a Nissan Skyline R34 GTR, and finally, a TVR Tuscan.
Cool, look, there's Ferrari.
Look at this one first, the red one, OK? Ferrari, right. Who did I say drives one of these? Michael Schumacher, David Beckham, and they're made in what country?
Italy.
Italy, OK. Should we do some spellings? So should we look at the cars instead?
Yeah!
OK. Can maybe guess how much money one of these would cost? $750, right. A little bit more than that. Good guess, though. This would cost about the same amount as a house. This costs £110,000, which is like loads and loads of pocket money. Right. Anybody know what kind of car this is? GTR, yeah, it's a Nissan Skyline. It's a GTR. Now, these aren't made in Italy. These are made in... Anybody know? Crocra. Crocra, not heard of that place. I heard someone say the name of this one. What's this one called? TVR. And do you know where these are made? Cyprus. They make them here. This car is made in a place called Blackpool. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, then. Ready? Wow. This car will do 220 miles an hour. This is actually called, it's a funny name, it's called a Zonda. How many houses do you think you could buy? 3 houses. This car costs £300,000. 3, 2, 1. There's one car that I'd like to show you before you decide. Yeah, if you look behind you.
Here it is, the old stager, the undefeated champion of the bedroom wall posters, the Lamborghini Countach.
Put your hand up if you think that the red Ferrari...
When the kids had covered every inch of the paintwork and fingerprints, it was time for the vote.
Right, hands up for the TVR. Who likes TVR most?
In 5th place was the Nissan with 5 points. 4th place was the TVR with 11 points. 3rd place the Ferrari. 2nd place was the Zonda with 16 points.
Zonda was 2nd.
The winner is the Lamborghini with 41 points.
Excellent.
So, Jason, did any of those children go on about the environment at all?
No, you see, the thing is, when we arrived and we put those cars on the playground, well, you saw it, they came out of the classrooms and their eyes were like saucers. When we started it up, I mean, it was just, they just went to another place. Fantastic. And the strange thing was, it was the Countach. It was the oldest, the dirtiest car of the lot that fired them up the most.
Which could be bad news for the future, but not necessarily, because there is a way that any petrol car, the Countach, anything, can be converted to be more environmentally friendly. We're going to demonstrate with this. It's a Bristol clinking great V8 engine car, but it has been converted to run on LPG, that's gas, which is good news for the environment. It's cleaner burning, and it's actually cheaper too, and it doesn't cost a fortune to do it either.
No, you can convert pretty much any petrol engine for about £1,500, and the thing is, the gas is so much cheaper. When you've done about 20,000 miles, you'll have recouped the money you've actually spent on the conversion.
Great, so we all win. Us, the environment, everybody's happy. But there is a problem. The gas is only so cheap because the government has frozen the tax on it to keep it cheap. So whether or not to convert your car to run on gas depends on one thing. Do you trust the government?